Hello everyone, how is it going? I hope everybody is doing good today. We got some weekly. Let's make sure I set everything up right. Yep, everything looks good. Okay. Well, we have weeklies to do soon. Not yet. For some reason they reset at 7 my time now, which I'm not a fan of. I liked it better when they were resetting at 6. That seemed like a much more reasonable time. Ooh, what do I have in here? Okay, we got Foley now. We're getting through these, only 30 left of these blueprints. That's not too bad considering I bought 100 of them. We gotta figure out what to do with that dog. A little low on orkin cells, only got like 30 of those. Might need to farm some later. Got anything to build in here? I'm one day away from my 1,050 day login reward, which actually has some pretty good stuff in it. Everything looks good. Did I get everything I wanted from the calendar? Yes. Did I do this India? I think I did. Yeah, okay, I had a reactor. Okay, then everything should be good. Oh, I am now a proud owner of a Foley. Yay. We're gonna play Nova though. Alright, we have probably just enough time to get the sorties done. Does that mean it's buyable now? I'm kinda curious. I'm gonna go check that real fast.
Are you ready for another dip into the merry maze, Tenno? The arbiters wish to express their thanks.
Oof. 65, huh? Okay, it looks kinda cool though. Oh no, you're fine. Welcome in though. Okay, I kinda do like that one. How has your day been going? I don't want to farm more Foley stuff. I don't know how to do it. Why does it have to be so grindy? Nice. Okay. I'm gonna do some sorties before the weeklies reset. I don't know if you want to join. Let's see, mobile defense, survival, assassination, secondary only. How much time do we have? We have 30 minutes, okay. My day has been okay. But I am here now. I really wish the weeklies didn't reset an hour later than they used to. Oh, nice. That is a lot of plot. I wish I could just hand off everything I want to sell to someone else that actually likes trading. And then I would even go like 50-50 for the plat.
Be prepared for heavy resistance.
But it's so unoptimal in this game to do that, because to trade people stuff to sell the stuff, it's going to eat people's trades. Because I have so much stuff worth flat, I just don't want to trade it. So I need to pay the... Yeah. I just hope one day Warframe devs figure out that they need to put an actual good trading system in the game. Not rely on external websites. It's a handicap. Yeah, that's the problem. Is you don't ever really have that happen in this game because of the trades per day. Even if you're like a really high mastery rank, you still only get like, I have like 31 trades a day. Hello. Oh nice, you got Mag Prime? That's pretty cool. An in-game... Yeah, I just want like a place where I can just post stuff and people can buy it while I'm not online.
Area completed. Move on.
That's not even like an unreasonable request. That's like the standard in video games nowadays. There's only like a few big games that are really old that don't have systems like that anymore, like Path of Exile in this game. And even Path of Exile, I think in Path of Exile 2 tried a new system like that. I don't know if it went well, because I've given up on Path of Exile at this point, but... It's crazy having peer-to-peer trading still in 2026. I know, right? That's like such a big ask. Because the issue is, there's two issues, like major problems with Warframe's trading system. One is you have to be online to trade. The other one is you have to, it interrupts your gameplay to trade with people. Like you have to, if you're going to trade with people, you have to, while you're playing the game, constantly have to interrupt your gameplay to go trade with people, which, that's inexcusably bad at this point. Oh no, you're good. And it has, they have some scamming protections, because they let you have to, like, click accept, like, 3 times to trade. But having a trading system where I put thing up on market, people buy thing from market, almost completely gets rid of scamming. You can still kind of fix markets and stuff like that by buying up a lot of stuff and then raising the price. But that's very risky to do and is not a long-term effect. Scamming is much more common in peer-to-peer trading. Path of Exile has it really bad as far as scamming goes. I didn't even trade that much in that game, and I had like 5 or 6 people try to scam me.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
It would be harder in this game than Path of Exile to scam, though. Because Cat is good. But I feel like, unfortunately, we will probably never get a good trading system in Warframe. The devs are just too stubborn in some aspects of the game. They're stubborn in the trading department,
Mission complete.
and they're also stubborn
Excellent work.
in the platinum rush thing, and not realizing that the time to build Warframes, normal ones, actually loses them so many players. It's gonna trade in trade chat. Yeah, no, I'm good on that one. What's the boss? Is that the Raptors? Yeah, it's a better. I do not currently have a Korra build. I am sorry. I do know she wants a little bit of range and a little bit of power strength. I do not have a mag build either. I need to start making more builds. Yeah, I mean, it's a good the starter frames of 24-hour crafts. They probably lose less players, but they lose a lot of players because of those crafts. The craft times. It's just hurting their game. And let's be real, the place where they make the most money is from skins and Riven mods. I think if they got rid of the craft time for normal weapons, like normal Warframes, I think everything would be fine still. I think they should have instant craft time, personally. Like, sure, you can keep the craft time for primes. That's whatever. Because by the time you're farming primes, you're already in the game and you enjoy it. But they lose players because of the craft time of normal Warframes. Korra likes range because she gets a range on her first ability. She wants power strength because of her first ability a little bit. She likes some duration. Banari actually switching elements is actually your helmet spot, because even if you get rid of that, you won't be able to switch the elements in Banari, but you still get to keep Banari. So that's a really cool thing. So you don't lose your cat for helmet thing, essentially what is the cat slot on her. She doesn't need an insane amount of strength though. I wouldn't go too overboard because you can mod her weapon now. I recommend either a for her actual weapon, definitely do like a crit build for it. And don't go go influence or what's the one called? I can't remember the name of it now. Escalating exposure, I think is what it's called. I might have that name wrong. I'll have to look at it. It's the one that gives you corrosive damage every time you cast abilities. It's really good on her melee weapon. It gives it to like 240% extra corrosive damage. But because you're constantly spamming it, it's always stacked up. Melee exposure, that's it. Escalating exposure, I believe, is an item in Deadlock. And I realized it when I said it, but I knew exposure was in there. Yeah, it's melee exposure, that's right. What ability should you give her? That's a good question. Like, Roar is not a bad option. Especially if you go, you love that thing on Victor? Yeah. I play a lot of Spirit people. Like, I like to play Spirit Ivy. I recently became a Sinclair main. I've always wanted to be a Victor player, but he never fit me. But escalating exposure is definitely one of my favorite items. I did not know you were a Deadlock player. A cat. Oh my god, it does. I never even thought about that. I hate her. I hate fighting my Mina. Oh my god, her ability to escape is unreal. The Archon mods. Does she want any Archon mods? If you if you do an influence build, Archon stretch is actually really good because you can proc it very easily. That's why I kind of like an influence build on her. I need to get I need to get back into Deadlock. I'm currently still I'm Oracle 4 right now. I really want to get to Phantom and Eternus. Oh yeah, Knockdown is so good. I've played a good amount of Rim. Having Knockdown and Cursed Relic on Rim is hilarious. You can just basically say this player does not get to play the game anymore. I'm going to practice doorman. Oh, you're gonna be a professional kidnapper? I think is in the Deadlock tourney. Wait, like Rebecca from Warframe? Like the the game director? What influence build? Influence is a arcane. Influence is an arcane you buy from Cavia. It's basically an electric build. It needs electricity, and it basically has defined builds for melee weapons. The arcane, basically all you need is electric and crit and status on your weapon, and you just AoE entire rooms. I highly recommend going and buying influence. Yeah, you can also gamble with Lloyd for Phosphor. That's another way to get it. Wait, Rebecca plays Deadlock? That's actually amazing. I did not know Rebecca played Deadlock. She's streaming it right now. Oh my god, I might have to watch that at some point. Because I'm getting up there. I'm almost Phantom in Deadlock. And last time I was playing, I was only climbing. But it takes a lot of time to climb. I don't know if I can get to Eternus, but I'm getting close. Oh, you have influence? Okay. Influence needs status and electric damage to make it work. But you also want to build crit. It's a very good melee setup. Oh, you gotta get him with it okay. That is pretty cool that she plays Deadlock. Oh, you have to go to the caveat. Like where Lloyd is, and you buy them some Bird 3. Or you can gamble at Lloyd with Vosper for it. But it's probably better just to buy them some Bird. I would definitely say Vosper for harder to get Arcanes. That are RNG based, whether you get them or not. And then if you wanted to figure out, I would highly recommend purple shards with melee crit damage on her as well. For the Archon shards. Well, yeah. I saved a lot of my Vosper for getting some of the really rare ones, like Longbow Sharp Shot. If you don't have, like, Eidolon Arcanes, that's a good way to get the Eidolon Arcanes. It's a lot better than actually farming Eidolons, unfortunately. Even though a lot of them aren't as good as they used to be, but there are some very good Eidolon ones. Hello, Hyper. How's your day going? Yeah, that's the best way, but there is not currently an event going where you can get them. Yeah, you can get a lot of Oscar from syndicates. I don't know if I'm just chilling on a lot of Oscar right now. Oh wait, I had to go to the exit. Yeah, no. Even if it had the Arcanes in there, it would probably not be worth farming them from that event. That event is so bad. He's the best Warfare player, trust me. I believe you. Can you do Corrosive? No. You can't do Corrosive if you're going to do Influence build. I can show you just like a normal Influence build real fast. But you have to have Electric modded on your weapon. Name every Warframe. I don't even know if I could do that. I would definitely forget about some of them. So this is just like a standard Influence build you'll put on most melee weapons in the game. That's just like your standard melee Influence build. Minus the True Flame. You probably don't need that. I would also switch out Galvanized Steel for Sacrificial Steel. Technically it's better for her, I'm pretty sure. Since you're going to be probably putting on purple shards. You could also try to fit in Weeping Wound somewhere. It does seem very good. But it's really up to preference whether you want to use that or if you want to do Disciplined Merit. I think I'm still a Disciplined Merit enjoyer over True Flame, but True Flame is very good. You can switch stuff up around in the build. I don't know what you do and don't have in the build. You don't need Blood Rush, but Blood Rush is one of the better melee mods in the game. Blood Rush is very, very good. It gives you 40% crit chance for every combo multiplier you have, which goes up to 12. Which is like, what would that be, like 480% crit chance? It is very good. I don't remember how you get Blood Rush though. It has been the way I got it is not how you get it anymore. Yeah, it's like having 4 Gladiator mods. Also, I am running a Gladiator mod, so it's another, what would that be? 120% crit chance on top of that. You get them some Deimos bounties or Lua Spy. Oh god. I would highly recommend Deimos bounties for that. Lua Spy is awful. You used to only be able to get this whenever the event came around, which was awful. As it came around like maybe once a year. Or oh, it can be a normal circuit as well? Okay. Oh, okay, I can show you the Lotron build too after this. It's a very low chance. Ah, okay. For this circuit.
Recent innovations in Corpus Robotics have led to a surge in production. Their newest animal-like proxy is an unrelenting hunter. Codenamed Hyena, this robot.
But there are a lot of mods you can switch around, and it'll still be a very good build.
Have identified at least 4 different variations.
That's just like a very optimized version of the build.
Specialization and arsenal of attacks. Use caution. The Hyena pack will.
Oh yeah, Gladiator Vice is a good option too. If you don't want to use the melee attack speed mod I have on. To be honest, Gladiator Vice might be better than Prime Fury. It's less attack speed, but it would be another 120% crit chance. I don't think I had Gladiator Vice when I made that build. Hello, how's it going? I do have a Nova build I can show you. Yeah, or Quickening's another option. There's a lot of good attack speed mods you could put on. How many Warframes are there? Like 64? I think you forgot Limbo. I'm not seeing Limbo on there. She doesn't need it, but it is very nice to have a flow on. Limbo's forgotten anyways. That's fair. Hey, a Warframe adapter? Oh my god, I'll take that. Oh, did you forget Necros? Limbo was the only thing I saw as a quick glance. Oh, your actions have consequences. Thank you, Stalker. I don't know why you still have my email. Okay. I can show you my Nova build. I like having a flow on Nova. She doesn't need it, but sometimes you are like hurting for energy, and it is nice to just have a giant energy pool. Remember to unvirgin your olive oil. I don't know what that means, and I don't think I want to know. I think it's supposed to be like that. I am not about to try to name every Warframe. Yeah, that is true. You could do the energy Archon shards. I do recommend this augment at the very least. This augment is so nice for her. This one's not as necessary. I just like it with Nourish because it does AoE viral priming, which is kind of cool. It's not like a huge AoE. Like what's it? I don't know if it'll tell me the AoE on the Null Stars. Yeah, it's only an 8-meter range, but it is still AoE priming with Null Stars. You can do the other build, which is probably a lot better. At least you're touching grass, that's good. I'm happy for you. This is like the Omega tank setup. You will not take damage on Steel Path with this setup. Because it has Eclipse, and you're just unreal how tanky you are. You have Adaptation, Eclipse, Null Star. You don't die. The issue is this does have an upper limit. Once enemies start getting like 4,000 or 5,000, you'll start taking damage again. That's why I like this better. This is just a shield tanking setup where like it'll go all the way up to level cap. It's a little bit more annoying to play in Steel Path because you're just gonna die a lot more often. But you still have 95% damage reduction, so it's kind of fine. There are 64. And then the Archon shards, I have 2 duration shards, a cast speed, a equilibrium, and a corrosive one. I really like these 3 shards, but if you don't like all of these, you could put on another duration. Nova wants as much duration as you're willing to give her. She really likes duration. And then I can show you the Latron build too. Where is my Latron? That's the Latron build. You remember half of them? Nice. I hate you, Hyper. Oh, did you play Deadlock during April Fools? I had to log on once to try a lobby with the unrestricted character limits. That was, my game was interesting. I was a double St. Clair lane. It was just me and another St. Clair. There was a clear, skill gap between me and the other St. Clair, though. You got in a 6 Dynamo lobby? That I would have wanted to do the Dynamo or the Graves. Dynamo seemed like a lot of fun, especially since you could keep like carrying over the ult with other Dynamos to other people. That seemed so hectic. We all got refresher. Oh my god. What a nightmare that had to be for the enemy team. Also, I'm about to start the Archon hunts. If anybody wants to join, just say so now. Jesse had no. I think I was the only one in that lobby that didn't have 10 plus deaths. I was like 6-2, and the the rest of my team are feeding super hard. There was a double Mo lane that just ran around after they destroyed my laners. Just a goon squatting where they would just go around and just bully people. That was not fun to watch. A double Mo running around. They never left each other's side. Full burst. Oh god. Yeah, the Dynamo's won with like a full range setup and spirit build. It's ridiculous how far it goes and how easy it is to land. And you can just chunk an entire team with that ability. Yep, Bone Carol and Krillin Mo. But we actually probably could have won that match, but the Infernus on the team rage quit. I can't believe we had a rage quitter on like an April Fool's Day thing. And that was like an Oracle like 5 match, too. It wasn't like a low rated game. Did anybody else also want to join for the Archon hunts? We got Kirby joining in. Yeah, I just don't get it. I think games need to penalize people more for rage quitting, especially if it's like a common occurrence on a person. Doing call if you get that way, that's fair. Okay, cool. You'll do it later. All right, you're gonna join it as well. Yeah, I watched some clips from the apparently there was a McGinnis versus a full McGinnis team versus a full Graves team, which that's pretty hilarious. That's literally like a tower defense versus a wave. It was the Deadlock was literally turned into a horde mode game. If I get back into Deadlock soon, I kind of want to play some Billy. I played like one game as him, and I had a lot of fun. But right now, my roster is it's Sinclair and Ivy, which I like Spirit and Gun Ivy, but I've been liking Gun Ivy a bit more after her changes. Is she? I think you might have downloaded the wrong version of Warframe. Yeah, I think I might add because I don't know. I never know what I want in my last slot. I played a lot of Lash. I think I might add Billy in there. He seems to be in a pretty good spot right now as like a frontlining character, especially after the Abrams nerfs. I could also add Graves in instead of Billy. I do like Graves. And I think some of her... I think she got like some changes recently that might make her a bit better. I'm not sure. Had his knees broken. That's like... That's Victor's life, though. That man... it gets nerfed and then buffed and then nerfed and then buffed, and he's in a constant state of is this the patch where he's good or is this the patch where he's bad? Victor always has that problem though of he's such an easy character to counter. Because there's a lot of characters that like you can't just buy one item and counter them. Victor, you need to buy a couple items. Basically, like anything that reduces healing and magic damage, it basically guts him. Like toxic bullets and like any other healing reducing items, it just really hurts him. Yeah, heal bane. There's just so many counters to him. I feel the same about Bebop. If there's ever a Bebop in the game, if I'm laning against a Bebop, I'll buy Dispel Magic in the lane. And then the Bebop literally gets no stacks. And it's hilarious.
The fastest way to locate Pazul's Archons is to upload me to Narmer's systems. I shall be strong where he was not.
The humble counterspell. I do like counterspell too. If I'm playing somebody tankier, like I play a lot of Sinclair, and I think Dispel Magic is better than counterspell for against Bebop, at least on Sinclair, because you need Dispel Magic for him. Because if you don't, people are gonna slow in Hex, and you can't teleport back to your clone. And you can't counterspell slowing Hex, unfortunately. So that's why I usually buy Dispel Magic. Sometimes I'll buy Dispel Magic and Counterspell on Sinclair, because that man, you can buy all the utility you ever want on him. Because all he really needs for damage is Boundless Spirit, and you're like set. And then of course you want all the cooldown, duration, items, and range, so you can have a massive rabbit. That's one thing I do like about Sinclair. You can just buy tons of utility items. Okay, I'll look whenever I'm out of this match, because I can't look while I'm in here. I tried to be a Viscous player for a little bit there. I don't think it's for me.
Terminal hacked.
You gotta. Is that a Kuvazar? That's a good choice. Have they nerfed Ivy? I know they like super buffed Ivy, and everyone was complaining about it. I'm kind of hoping they left her as she was, because I really like the Ivy changes. I played a good amount of Spirit Ivy before it was actually like a good build. It's always been like an okay build, but it became like one of her best builds, especially after the gun nerfs. I've actually been enjoying gun more lately than before. But my aim had gotten better on the game. My issue's always been with deadlocks. I don't have the best aim. I was never a Counter-Strike player or anything like that that required insane aim. It's like okay, but it's never been crazy good. But I make up with it where I'm very good at macro in deadlock. I know how to make a lot of money in there. Oh yeah, no, Graves was great. She got some nerfs though, and I wasn't a fan of her. But like, I've been winning. Last time I played, I was winning Oracle like 5 lobbies with a gun build. I didn't have the craziest high damage, but I don't think Ivy has like insane damage anymore after her gun nerfs. She does good damage, but she's more of a like she creates pressure in the game where like you could literally be anywhere at any time. Like my gameplay is literally I go farm some jungle, and then my ult comes on cooldown and I look for a fight and then just ult into the fight. And then I leave, go farm some jungle, look for a fight. And it's almost constant fighting because of how short cooldown her ult is. And you get to show up on so many fights with a silence. Yeah, she is. She's good at that as well. I do still like the spirit build. I feel like last time I was playing that I was doing a lot better on the gun build though. She's just such an all-around good character. Keeping the Czar warm when you get sight. With the infinite ammo Czar. That is kind of crazy. You can just give infinite ammo to it. Wait, we got a war hilt? Wait, did Stalker show up and I didn't notice? How did we get a piece of war? Oh, okay. I'm gonna skip the cutscene. We can watch the other one if we want to. Let me look at this build real fast. Yeah, that looks good. I would not have Blast. You have the mods in the wrong order. You need to replace this, you need to swap these two. Because right now you have Blast Toxic, you're supposed to have Viral Heat. Oh wait, no, you need to switch this around a lot actually. Yeah, swap this to here and this to here. Yeah, the order in which you place them is very important. And only use Bulwark if you're actually getting it to 500%. I don't know what Warframe you're playing, but make sure you are getting it to 500%. You're getting Vobin tomorrow? Oh, nice. He seems very good. He's still a little clunky, but in my experience with him, he is a very strong Warframe. Yeah, you have to make sure that when you're modding the weapon, you're getting the right elements.
This facility is a communications crossroad for Narmer. Listen in. I want to know what he's telling his flock.
Do you remember, Natal?
That's not hard to do with that new heirloom skin. It looks so good. I love the big jacket.
How we sang.
Yes. May I please capture my point? Oh no, Nautilus is actually making it very hard to capture my point. He keeps pulling enemies back into it. What is stopping me from capturing this? Is there someone like on that stairs over there? Who's or is it you? Okay, there we go. They were not wanting me to capture that. Guess what? I don't know what that says. Ah, okay. Interesting. Why'd that look like that? You okay there, game? Well, I guess I can go pick up all these sentient cores. I don't really need them, but it doesn't hurt to grab them. I fought so many Eidolons in the past. I have like infinite of that one man in Cetus rep. I forgot his name. So who's gonna want to be joining for the Archimedes after this? Okay, so we got one person. I feel like every year, Deadlock just keeps growing in popularity. Because Valve just keeps doing good stuff with it. Can you give Nova a tiny bit of strength? You can. It's not necessary because she doesn't really do much with strength. Like, strength doesn't make your 4 better. It doesn't make your 1 better as long as you're hitting 95%. It does nothing with your 3. It might help with your 2. I don't know. I always remove the 2 because I don't think it's very good. And then I guess it would help with Nourish. It would make Nourish better. She just doesn't. I'm just using Nourish for viral though. So she doesn't really need strength, is the thing with Nova. You just want to get it to where you have the max slow and the max damage reduction from your 1. Which you only need like 45 strength, or like 50 strength, to hit those limits. Which this build doesn't immediately hit those requirements. You have to build up a little bit of Molt Augmented, but that's not a big deal. Especially with Nova, it does not take very long to build up your Molt Augmented. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt to add some strength. It just doesn't help her a lot. You definitely don't want to sacrifice duration for strength. That's like the big thing. Because duration basically it affects range on her 4. As her 4th ability isn't affected by range, except the explosions the enemies emit when they die. But you more care about the size of the bubble, which is affected by duration. And you don't want to be completely negative range, or else the detonations from the enemies have 0 range. You want them to still have some range. But it is a careful balance with her. That's why you can't really put on much strength a lot of the time, because you need a lot of those other mods. But like, if you don't want to put on Energy Nexus, which you don't really need, I just like Energy Nexus, you can make room for more strength, or more duration, or more range. All of that would help the build. I would say though, if you do put on more, if you do put on more strength, you could get rid of Molt Augmented for something else. If you're getting enough strength to where you can meet the requirements for her first and her second, or first and 4th ability, you don't really need Molt Augmented. You can put on something else. Like if you want even more duration, you could put on that new like 60% duration arcane, and have another 60% duration on top of the duration she already has. That would be pretty good. Okay. I'll actually have to look at my build, because I actually don't remember what my Nova build looks like.
All messages decrypted. Pazul is not merely insane, Tenno. There is another mind at work within him.
Just admit it, Natal. You're scared to face the possibility that I'm right.
Okay, let me check this build real fast, and then we'll continue. This is gonna keep saying that. Okay, we gotta get rid of the second email. Okay, there we go. Don't get rank 5 on Cavia? What does that mean? Yeah, that looks good. I'm not a fan of the redirection personally. It's from who? I don't like the redirection personally. That's about the only thing I don't like. The rest of it's fine. Your range isn't too negative, I don't think. Nah, it's still okay. Glass cannon? Well, she's not really a glass cannon because she has 95% damage reduction from this ability. Or wait, 90? 90% damage reduction from this ability. I thought it was 95. Oh, okay. No EDA. Okay. I mean, without redirection, you might die on like Steel Path, but just put on Eclipse and you should be fine. Because I even use catalyzing shields, so I even have less shields, and I rarely die. Technically, Archimedia is not. It's not Steel Path. It's like harder. The enemies are like level 4 to 500, and you have to have the elite version unlocked. You have to join for the Archimedias. You have to have them unlocked, which is for the 1999 one. You need to have 1999 to max rank, which is 5. And you need to have done the normal Archimedia to unlock Elite. Oh, we got a red shard? That's pretty good. I'm guessing a built forma, which is also nice. And then once you have all those requirements, you can join for the Archimedias of your room. Okay, that's pretty tempting then if it's a built forma.
Archon Boreal serves only the Ram. He cares nothing for the twisted servant that carries him. The being I once called brother. Destroy.
Oh, nice. What shards did you give her?
And Era's mind may become clear again.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, the shards take a while to get. What I highly recommend is to unlock Archimedias so you can start doing those every week. Because those are a big way to get shards. I get the majority of my shards from Archimedias. You don't need catalyzing shields. That's more if you're gonna do like level cap stuff.
Here. Strike fast, use cover, and do not let him heal.
So if you're not gonna do level cap, you really don't need catalyzing shields.
This gate only opens to Narmer prayers. Tear the veils from deacons and use those.
Are we gonna do? I do level cap on occasion. I do not plan on doing level cap right now. But that requires a lot more setup. I don't know if you've ever gone the level cap. Especially in Void Cascade, you need a really, really good amp. Like basically a perfect amp. Or else you won't be able to kill the Thrax Ghost. Give her some vigor? Okay. That's not bad. Having, like, redirection or... I would say, though, if you're gonna put Prime Vigor on, I would recommend Prime Redirection over Vigor. Because she doesn't have high armor, so her shield has more damage reduction than her health does. So, I would definitely put on Redirection over Vigor. She probably has, like, 20 or 30% damage reduction on her health because of the low armor, whereas she has 50% damage reduction on shields. Because shields always have 50% damage reduction. Normal or primed, whichever one you wanted to put on.
Pazul promises
Whichever one
his
gives you
Narmer
more
purchased
shields.
A new creation. I do not know how much of that comes from the Rams.
And if you put on Eclipse, you'll basically be
how much
unkillable.
from Era's dreams of a kingdom of his
Eclipse
own
with the
to
adaptation. sure my galvanizer charged up this time. Okay. Why does it want us here? Now. Eh. What am I stuck on? Oh. There's just an invisible wall right there. I'll take that.
Boreal is down. Narmer's spine eyes have been torn out. Excellent work.
Wait, what do you mean? The Lotron build is good. You just had to switch around the elements on it, so it had heat viral. I would get rid of the 60-60 fire for Elementalist whenever you get that. That would be the only change I would really make to it. 8k Indo and a normal Tau Forged. Yeah, Rifle Elementalist. I would get rid of the 60-60 heat mod for that. This one. Get rid of that for a Rifle Elementalist. It's at 8? What do you mean it's at 8? Ooh, wait. I'm gonna check Descendia real fast. Let's see what we got in Descendia this week. We got an Omniforma blueprint. Okay, I want that. We're definitely gonna be doing that. Let me check something real quick. Go in. I need all the Omniforma I can get. I feel like I haven't gotten an Omniforma in forever. Like a blueprint. Because I built all the blueprints the game's given me. Let me make sure this has the right focus school. Yeah, it's got Bazarin. Okay, we're all good. I mean, I am going to. I am going to buy a lot of Omniforma. That is the plan. Just so I can make builds for people. It's also, wait, no, this is the wrong place. Yeah, I am doing Archimedes next. Did you have them unlocked? I can't remember. How many Forma? Let's see. It's 150 per 3 Omniforma. So, with 1500 Platinum, you could buy 30 Omniforma. I think it's the right math. Yeah. With 1500 Plat, you could buy 30. And I have 4500 Plat, so that's 90 Omniforma, I believe math checks out. Showing a friend the ropes. Okay, fair enough. I've had to do that for some of my friends as well. You're not playing Varuna. Wait, are you able to join for these? I'm assuming you are since you joined in.
Sup, Drifter. Okay, get your loadout ready because once
Wait. No, I meant to talk to Eleanor. Let's see what she has.
You may, of course, touch the merchandise. Only be aware, it has a tendency to, touch back.
Something good. I want to get another Babonico, I think is how you say it.
Hey, Paradox. Got a set of crisis events lined up for you. Make
I
sure
have
you get a good
fully
start.
you. What's the restrictions this week? Oh, he's got Big Hoover this week? Okay. We have the Hema. She looks worse on mobile than Switch. That's weird. Is she the only thing that looks worse? That's strange. I think we might play some Hildren this week. I'm not liking a lot of the options here. I think this is, I don't want to deal with the options the game's giving me, and I'm just gonna play Hildren and ignore everything about the game. Because she doesn't care what effects you have. She's gonna do well no matter what. But we can't forget the most important thing, the dog. Where is... There you go. Make sure it's the right setup for the dog. Okay, yeah. Dog is set up. The oh so valuable Protect. And then Electric Blast is right. This should be my Zada's build. Okay. Now nothing really matters, but I guess I'll put Toxic Immunity for this one. Even though it doesn't really do much. We'll get Null Stars for this one. And then for the Exterminate, what do I want for the Exterminate? You forget I throw base. Yeah, I don't plan on using them. I just wait till Primes to come out. Oh yeah, no. I am really excited for Araxia's Prime to come out someday because she is the perfect persistence Warframe. I agree with that 100%. Because she has status immunity, and she has that, like, toxic damage, I think it's toxic, on her shots. I'm really gonna enjoy when Orexia Prime comes out. I like her entire kit. Except the spiderlings. The spiderlings is definitely what I would get rid of. The execute giving you tons, like, infinite energy. The webs being a really good CC. And then also having, like, 4k HP with persistence is kind of crazy. With status immunity. You know, she is definitely right up my alley. We'll just grab that. That's fine. It doesn't do much with Hildren, but... But I think we lost someone. You'd rather... Wait, do you have Elite Archimedia unlocked? I'd rather go Bellicose plus Augment. Oh. Yeah, but you get infinite survivability with Persistence. That would make HP go pretty crazy. Wait. Let me restart the mission to make sure. I cannot restart the mission. Okay. That's weird it kicked you out. I don't know why it did that. Yeah. I think I would still throw Bellicose in my build. I think I would do Persistence Bellicose. Because Bellicose is that one that gives you more power strength based on abilities, based on HP, right? Yes. If you want to get max rewards, you do need the debuffs. You need to play Jade game? I don't know what that means. Yeah, you need to have all the debuffs on, and you need to have every requirement met for the Warframe and weapons. You need to play either... You need to have... Let me teleport back. See, like, you need to do what I did. See how I have every requirement met but one? You can leave out one. And you need to only get to here. Persistence is on Rexy as redundant. She can go invisible, plus you get bonus damage from latching on the wall. Yeah, but the thing is she's not invulnerable. Just putting on Persistence makes her completely and totally invulnerable. That's why Persistence is better. Invisibility is good, but invisibility does not beat invulnerability. Okay, I'm gonna have to re-invite you, Kirby, because I need to cancel the mission, and there's no way to cancel the mission without leaving the party. Not hard, since... Wait, what do you mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you need 3k HP. She can easily hit over 3k HP. I don't think... If you didn't get Jade... So, like, if you see what I do, I just bring in whatever Warframe I want. Or you can choose one of the Warframes at the top and bring in whatever weapon you want. It is up to you. I mean, those are probably both good options. Yeah, no, she can easily max out Bellicose. The rat's pretty great. The stickers are honestly, like, really good. I like the art for them. You're scared. Yeah, the survivability might be an issue if you don't have a great setup. As long as you have a shield gating setup, you should be fine in here. I'm gonna be mostly killing everything by myself. Because I am playing Hildren, and Hildren kind of just doesn't care what level the enemies are. Or how many there are of them. This blast with Zada set up is kind of crazy how big the AoE is. Wait, what? Do we have a Revenant in here? I feel like we have a Revenant. Oh, you're Rev? Okay, nice. That makes my job so much easier. Because I don't have to worry about... That's the one thing that Hildren isn't great at, is survivability. Because she gets into this awkward situation where she can't use her abilities. And I have to spam invuln through my focus school to survive. Yeah, there are murmur enemies in here. Which is kind of strange. I don't remember why there's murmur enemies in here. My other setup definitely does more damage. I have a viral electric setup for her. That definitely hits harder. But I think she hits hard enough without that. And her AoE is so good with this setup. weird. I'm not doing a ton of damage. I wonder if this is one of the debuffs in this mission where you have to like you do like 10% damage unless you're using an Arcwing gun. Oh yeah, enemies take 95% less damage from non-heavy weapons. Enemies will drop heavy weapon ammo. Okay. So this is what Hildryn does when you're only doing 5% damage. I'm still killing level 500 enemies really fast. That just shows you how broken her damage it really is. That I could barely tell I was only doing 5% damage. Nerf Hildryn? They don't need to nerf the damage. The damage is whatever. They need to nerf the range. They actually don't even need to nerf the range. They just need to give it line of sight checks. That's like the only issue she has. Everything's fine except the ignoring line of sight checks. I should actually use my Arcwing gun though. Actually, wait, does the Arcwing gun actually do less damage than my Hildryn? There's no way, right? No, yeah, this does more damage, okay. I was about to say, there's no way it does less damage. Because I have a good Arcwing gun. I am actually about to run out of ammo though. You have good survivability? I think so. It's hard to tell because we do have a Revenant in this game, basically giving you infinite survivability. I love Hildryn's Arcwing gun. It's so much fun to use. It's basically like a Torrid. But a really big Torrid. That has double arcanes. Oh, I don't remember how you get the Arcwing launcher, but you can get an Arcwing launcher to where you can bring an Arcwing gun into any mission. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think we all got a hot shot. I think you get it from maxing out Fortuna rep. Getting them to level 5. It is. Hot shot is still worth a good plat. I also recommend buying a hot shot every week. Let's see, are you a nullifier this week? You are not. Oh, beautiful. I love it when David Bowie's not a nullifier. Okay, well now I do normal damage as Hildryn. Yeah, this is what Hildryn's gameplay is normally like. Where everything just dies in one blast. This is what I'm used to. Actually, let's throw you out and then throw one of you out. Oh, nice! You took that sticker. That's such a good sticker. You're on the drums? What does that mean? Oh yeah, there's a drum set up there. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if you know what happened to his last band. I think joining his band is putting yourself in direct danger. They all died. They were playing in this place in 1999 when the outbreak happened, and Flair was the only one to survive. And I believe he only survived because of what's his face, Entrati. I think Entrati's the reason he survived. I don't know if Entrati got to him after he lived or Entrati was the reason he lived. I can't remember. They actually, I believe, all died on this stage. Or maybe a different stage. Can we get a quest based on Entrati? I mean, I think like every quest nowadays is kind of based on Entrati in some way. He's like a big focus of the story. He's kind of one of those NPCs you learn about a lot about him through all of the quest a little bit. But we still don't know a lot about him or what his goals are. We're pretty sure he wants to defeat the man in the wall. Hello. Because the man in the wall does hate Entrati probably more than anyone else. Because he stole his fingers. If you guys could break the ice bubbles, that would be a lot of help. The one thing Hildred can't do is I can't break the ice bubbles. For some reason, she does no damage to them. I don't know why. Oh nice, you're doing good damage. What if we don't? Then I'll have to break them myself and I'll be sad. And also the mission will go slower. Because I'll have to fly down and go into every ice bubble that ever appears. I-M-I-N-K. I don't know what that means. I actually don't know how that guy's taking so much damage from me. Because I had no galvanize built up. I don't know. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, you are ink. Love your fashion. Let's see it. Where are you? No, that looks good. I like it. I like most Prime Warframes. Look your ink. Oh, do you have one of the new ephemeras? One of the new, I don't think I can see it. Yeah, it's like the first one, right? Where it slowly covers you in ink. An Omniforma, a built Omniforma, what a beautiful day. Oh, that's like the best reward we could have gotten. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet. We got an Omniforma. It's basically, you know how you put the polarities on with a Forma? An Omniforma is every polarity, except for Umbral. And they are very useful because it's hard to get their blueprints, and even if you have a blueprint, it'll it takes four built Forma to build an Omniforma. They are very valuable. I usually use 3 of them per Warframe. That's not what I meant to press. That's not even it. I'm pressing all the wrong things. Where'd my OBS go? Oh, there's Demon Children? That's annoying. I don't have a new ephemera. I bought one of them. We have access to one with our clan. Oh nice, you red crit? That is awesome. I can occasionally red crit with my Hildren. Like there was a 4 million red crit. But I can't red crit all the time with this setup. So like, why didn't the auto mod get that guy? I have to go get that guy now. There is a reason I don't just play Hildren for every Archimedia. I could, but man, would it just make them too easy. Hildren was like designed to do Archimedias. Because almost none of the negatives actually affect her. Negative energy does nothing to her. Duration has almost no effect on her. There aren't any like Archimedia negatives that affect her. Oh, didn't get any good guns? Hildren brings her own guns. You did it nice. Do you have the one unlocked for Cavia as well, or is it just 1999? This weapon will do like nothing in my hands. Just 1999? Okay. Close for Cavia? Okay. Well, once you unlock it, one of the days when we're not doing the weeklies, I can help you unlock the elite if you don't want to do it yourself. I won't help unlock on weeklies because I don't have the time, but on days when it's not the weekly, I can help out with that. I had a bit more time when it was when the weekly started an hour earlier, but now they start at 7 rather than 6 because of time change. I did as well. Alright, let's go buy our hot
Dude,
shot.
I'm so glad it's you I get to work with.
Yeah, that was a good run. Revenant Hildren, pretty strong.
Look, pretty.
Revenant in general is just really nice for Archimedes. Do I want to buy a Fallout or do I want to buy an Escalation? Or Escape? I think Universal Fallout is a bit more useful than Escape, but
Did
I'm
you
not
get any
sure.
rares? If I'm gone, don't panic.
I am doing pretty good. How about you? Been playing a lot of Warframe. Did you find me through Warframe, or was it a different game? I'm gonna go check Teshin and the other shop real fast. Or the other two shops. It has been a long while. I do not remember where you found me through. I know a lot of people actually found me through Factorio, and then have also been hanging out while I've been playing Warframe. Lotto? Oh, it's because I needed to use the Lotto for that mission. I don't actually use the Lotto. That was just one of the weapons it was forcing me to use. Oh, okay. For the Rhino? Okay, nice. Have you been enjoying the builds? I really like my Rhino build. It's kind of a weird build, but I've played a lot of Rhino, and so I have like a very specific strange build on him. Like, I actually use armor shards to get him to enough energy to where he can still press all his abilities on energy reduction maps. Oh, it's so nice to be able to buy those. I guess I'll buy all 3 of these. I don't really think I'm ever going to use those, but we'll buy them. I kind of wish they had the new relic in here, not just the old ones. Okay, I think that's all I want to buy. I don't really care for buying these. I kind of just want to get rid of those, if I'm going to be real.
Flash and bite. The day is won, not
Yeah,
by
put
strike
the
to the
increased
heart,
corrosive stacks
but
for her is actually really good. I found a couple of months ago. Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah, but I've been trying to play 500. Oh, 500 power strength. You don't need that much power strength for him. But I don't know what your build is or what it does. That is a lot of power strength, though. I don't know what that means. Okay, now let's go check Teshin. That is a lot of power strength, though. Wait, how much power strength does my Sevagoth have? Out of curiosity. Where's my Sevagoth? I don't even have that many builds. How am I struggling to find the build? There it is. I was playing Overwatch right now. Okay. I can, if you want to take a screenshot real fast, I don't know if you're available for that, but this is my Sevagoth build. With Roar, as long as you have both his augments and you have Roar, Sevagoth only has to get to, I believe, 255 power strength. Yes. And you will one-shot everything. Yes, I do accept gifts on Warframe. Do I give gifts? Not right now. I do plan on doing like giveaways eventually. I'll probably just give away like Warframes and whatnot. But right now I have not gotten any giveaways. I do kind of just give people stuff if it's like something I have a bunch of though. Like if I have a bunch of a mod and people are really needing it, I'll give those out. Because I usually don't sell things. And so I'm just sitting on a whole bunch of mods that I don't need. Were you gonna join for the Cavia, Kirby? Alright, what do you have today?
Good fortune.
Please have a 60%. Please, I beg you have a 60%. Of course, he does not. He has a bunch that are close, but no 60%. And then, where's Tashin? There he is. You been playing Overwatch? Have you ever tried out Deadlock? It's like Overwatch, but I like it a lot more. It might be worth trying out. And it's free. Okay. That was all the stores I needed to check for this week. Okay, and then I'll go to Deimos, and then I'll invite you, Kirby. Oh, what have I done? Where did my window go?
Come. We have much to
Okay, there we
accomplish.
go. I have fixed everything.
Samples over here, if you please.
Hey!
How do you get red, white, and blue colors? I think the normal color palette, if you buy it, would have all of that. Like the default color palette. That's not appearance. Wait, I have attachments? Oh yeah, I bought this ephemera, that's right. Yeah, the classic has red, white, and blue. And that's like not a bad color palette to buy.
Oh, I knew you'd come back.
What do you got today? You got a blue shard? I think I'm gonna pass this this day, bird. Apparently the Cavia palette is also pretty good.
These Cavia seem like joy.
For that.
Lloyd has tasked us with
I got
finalizing
Hildred as an
several
option.
experiments.
Well, I
And
mean, I
then
don't mind
we're
if I
not
do.
coming back until the job
You
is
don't gotta twist my arm there,
We are
game.
alone. We must conquer or we must
And I
die.
got
If
I
we
got that
fail,
going.
we
And I got
fail
oh my
life
god, and I got a
itself.
Plinks.
Should we
Okay,
succeed,
it's just kind of giving me
may our
all good
sacrifice
stuff.
be forever unknown. With me, friends.
The
to
melee
war!
weapons aren't the best, but everything else was pretty solid. If I could just find one of those melee weapons that were in there. I think it was you. Well then, I mean, Dagoth, Octavia, and Cora, or Komi. Those are all, like, Komi and Octavia are pretty good. I've never played Dagoth, so I don't know how she is. What's the build I have on this gun right now? Is this my viral corrosive build? No, it's not. It should be fine though. It's my crux build, so it should be good. You give people horse disease. That's good. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy that's what she does. Yeah. Well, Octavia is kind of just an invisibility warframe. You just spam crouch on your third ability, and then you're like permanently invisible with Octavia. If I had those three choices, I would either take Octavia or just bring in my own warframe. Octavia also, with her fourth ability, has a really high damage bonus. She's all around just a pretty good warframe. If not like one of the best. Her first ability has infinite damage scaling. Oh, really? She can viral prime very easily. Like with her base kit? Because that's actually kind of cool. I like any warframe I don't have to put on Nourish to get easy viral priming. Has guaranteed viral procs. That's actually kind of cool. I'm kind of disappointed I missed out on her skin. I didn't realize the horse skin for her was going to be a limited time skin. I'm sure it'll be around next year, but I did miss out on it when it came out. I play Frost? Okay. Yeah, we do have mirror defense. Which Frost would be really... Frost or Nova would be a really good choice for that mirror defense. It's really whichever one you like better. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I might have to buy that next year. Because I don't think we're too far off getting to Dagoth Prime. That's probably going to be the next, like, 4 or 5 Warframes will be her. Which I will definitely try her out then.
Remember, our aim is to safeguard Master Exxon.
Murmur or no murmur, I can see it.
I think I'm going to try this gun out. See how my build is for it. Yeah, no, it seems to be good. Yeah, no, that's a solid build. Okay, you're gonna get off of this. My tail is massive. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, let me see if I can remember the hotkey. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. This it? Yeah, this is it. It does have an option where it goes up. Let me make sure I didn't turn on anything of that. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, I don't have a toggle on that. I do have a toggle to make the tail actually like visible. It's like almost too big though. I tried Deadlock, but my partner doesn't like it that much because it's too slow. Ah, okay, that's fair. You know there's a new game mode they might want to try out. It's called Street Brawl, and it's like a really sped up kind of roguelike version of Deadlock that might be worth trying. The rounds are really fast in that one. Keep it up. It's fluffy. It is very fluffy. Our streamer is huge. And it has gambling. It does have gambling. Because it's like a roguelike. You don't get to buy items like a normal Deadlock. You get to like, it randomly gives them to you. And you can re-roll like your options and stuff. It's a very fun mode. It's very fast paced. Might be worth trying out. I'm actually really disappointed. I didn't know the April Fool's update actually went over to Street Brawl. I definitely should have tried out more Street Brawl with the thing with April Fools. I'm so sad I didn't do that. No, I'm not gonna bother with that puzzle. It's not even a hard puzzle, it just takes more time than I want to invest in. I actually think Street Brawl was a really good addition to Deadlock. It did need a much more fast-paced mode. Because, I'm gonna be real, a lot of my lobbies I'm in, even in Oracle, they're like 40-minute lobbies. It really did. I hope they try out more modes. Also, the legendary items in Street Brawl are really cool. Especially if you get one that's like for your character, like getting like unlimited rounds on like Haze, or getting extra charges on like an extra charge character. It's so much fun. What are his chances of giving Hammer Shot? I don't know. They're probably around to 5% if the mission can drop them. My favorite legendary, though, in Deadlock is Eternal Gift. Eternal Gift is so much fun. I love that item. Oh, never mind. It's 1%. Not 5%. Where you have to knock people off the top of buildings. Oh my god. What a nightmare. I did one time playing Viscous. I did get the extra charge legendary. It is criminal. It is criminal to have extra charge legendary on Viscous. Especially if you also have extra charges. The enemy doesn't get to play the game anymore. There's a reason it's 80 to 100 plat. I didn't even realize it was that much. Yeah, you can only get it on the first 4 planets. Some of those Nightwave mods are like real hard to farm. But luckily the event is up, so you actually get the event stuff than farming Nightwave things. That is one added bonus to farming Nightwave stuff right now. It's honestly probably the best time to farm Nightwave stuff. Not Nightwave, Nightmare Mission stuff. People see crit damage and go monkey brain. No, I use Hammer Shot on occasions. I don't have a lot of builds that use Hammer Shot, but there's some where there's like no better option. I think I use it on my. I'll have to look. It's a lot of Acuity builds actually like Hammer Shot, because Acuity really wants crit damage because of how much crit chance it adds. And you can't put multi-shot on. So you're like foregoing all the multi-shot mod. So that's a pretty good reason to use hammer shot. But it is a more niche mod. I think I used it on my bow. I forget what the bow's called. The Daiku. I think I used it on Daiku Prime. It has some merit to it. Yeah, nightmare missions, yeah. Oh, and hello. How's it going? Oh, nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. May I have a heat, please? There we go. I hate these like this negative where you have to kill them with the amples. I just completely ignore that and don't kill them at all. Yes, I do have a tail.
Gonna need a hand up here.
Someone was making a comment how big the tail is, and so I actually made it go up, so people could actually see it. It's like too big, so I like leave it down most of the time, so you can see more of the screen. But it is a very fluffy and cool tail.
Always gotta make it difficult. Threat neutral.
But it takes up so much of the screen. That happens next, let's shock. My void tail. I wish I could make it darker. But I think that's the lowest it can go. I had a black cat at one point in time. Those things, if it's dark in your house, you can't see them. The amount of times I almost stepped on my cat, I need to realize how hard it is to see them, and not sit in the middle of a walkway. The frames were going well. I actually got Hilton from my Archimedia, and I got my Babonico, which I have the Coda Babonico, so that's fun. It is, especially with cats, because cats will just chill. I think they do. They have to do it on purpose. I could not get over here in time. I'm sorry, Kirby. But they like to just sit where you're going to walk. I don't know why. I do not have cats right now. I would like to have a cat again. Cats are definitely my favorite pets I've ever had. I did not buy that. I should go look at that though. I should be able to res you soonish, Kirby. You're more of a dog person? I like dogs as well. I'm not one of the people that only like cats. I do like both. But I like the low maintenance that cats are. I don't like having to constantly take a dog out to go to the bathroom. So I am definitely more of a cat person. Also, I like cats' personalities more. I like that cats aren't like 100% loyal. Not like loyal, but like, they're not like a dog. Cats have like attitude. And don't like listening to what you tell them to do. I like the pushback. The one time we had a black dog. Bottom of the stairs because the pitch black. So. Yeah, the eyes is the only way you can see animals like that sometimes. That's a great way to name a pit bull named Cupcake is hilarious. Cats are sweet sometimes. I've never had a mean cat. I've had a lot of different cats, and I've never had one that was mean. That black cat I did have though. He was one of the only cats I've ever had that did not like his belly being pet. That was immediate aggression if you tried to pet his belly. You currently have beef with an orange cat? That's fair. If it would have been any cat to have beef with, it would be an orange cat. I would love to have one of the like medium-sized cats. There's like a good variety of medium-sized cats. I don't remember a lot of their names, but I would like to have one of those. They're like twice the size of like a house cat. Oh, wait, I can go resurrect you. I'll go do that. Wait, who's down over here? Okay, there, I got you. Wanted to try my oatmeal and smash the bowl into the floor. That's hilarious. I need to eugenics a purple hairless cat. I don't even know what that means, but I approve of it. I would like a tiger. I'm gonna be real. A tiger would be a cool pet. But I would also be like a little afraid of it. Yeah, I forget how to say that. I think that's one of them I would like. I'm gonna search that up. Oh god, I just highlighted everything. And then I just want to copy this. Which... Isn't that just Ava from Deadlock? Is it?
Body bag for one.
I hate Calico. I'm gonna be real with you. That character is a nightmare to fight. I've never fought an insanely good Calico. I just hate her kit. She has such a broken kit. And now she has access to the generational wealth that are the boxes and the rim tunnels. I don't like it. Also, I play Rim, and I never want to find a Calico in those tunnels. That sounds like finding a Calico or Mo in those tunnels is like the worst case scenario. Yeah, it's 200. I think it's 255.
You know what to do in a medical
with Roar.
Right?
I don't have a cat right now. Oh no.
Cool off.
You know, that's a good point. She is like a radiation cat. Oh, okay. The cat that you posted, Kirby, is the God of War in Dragon Ball. Okay. That's not a real cat. Mine is... I wish I could rate that. I'm sure it is an adorable name, though. Talforge Blue. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, well now I get to be Hildren, so I don't have to pick up things all the time.
Target down.
Now I get to do Hildren things. Okay, actually before I do Hildren things, I should summon helpers. There we go. Now we can do Hildren things. Despite the low visibility, if I got another house cat, I would probably want another black cat. They just look so cool. That is a cute name. Yeah, it is nice you don't have to put a ton of strength on your Sevigoth though. I do believe it's 255 though. I can't exactly remember. It might be 265. But I don't get to 265. So I think it's 255. That is true. I cannot really afford a cat right now, unfortunately. If I ever do get one again, which I probably will eventually, there will definitely be pictures in the Discord. I'm also a big reptile person. I've had quite a few reptiles, and I am a big fan of them. I would love to have a reticulated python, but that was definitely way more expensive than a cat. Not only the snake is probably more expensive, but the mini cages you'll have to make or buy / build for that animal, and then also the food, because they don't eat a lot, but they need pretty big meals when you do feed them. Like, I'm pretty sure you could feed them like once a week or once every 2 weeks or so. They don't. They do whenever they do. Like, one of those big snakes, like, you feed them like once a week, so they also go to the bathroom once a week, usually. And so, it's basically, anytime they go to the bathroom, it's like, you gotta clean out the cage. But you don't gotta do it very often, because you don't gotta feed them very often. Your UI is bugged? That is unfortunate. I'm pretty sure, like, an adult retic, you could go, like, feeding them every 2 weeks, or something like that. Especially if you don't want them to get really big. Because you can kind of choose how big you want them to get based on how much you feed them. You can feed them every other day if you wanted them to get really big. Yeah, basically.
Warned you.
It also depends on what morphs you get, because some of them, I think some of them are dwarf retakes, where they don't get as big. Because you can get them in all kinds of different colors, because they have so many mutations. It's very similar to, like, albino, but many different colors besides albino. You can get all white snakes with either blue or black eyes. They're called, oh, why can't I remember the name of it now? If I think of the name, I'll say it. I don't remember what the name is. You can get all black snakes. You can get cow, which they're born completely white, and as they grow, they get more and more black spots on them, and they look like a lot more like a cow. They have a lot of cool. The black ones, they're the opposite of it's called melanistic, but they are the opposite of albino. Rather than having no melanin, they are all melanin. They have completely black eyes. Their entire bodies are completely black. They look really cool. The only issue is they get big. A retic can get upwards of 20 feet long. They are the longest snake. They're not the biggest. I'm pretty sure green anacondas they don't get as long, but their bodies are a lot larger around. They can get upwards of, like, on the higher end of like 300 pounds, a really big anaconda. Whereas a retic will be more around 200 pounds. You're get a snake to match your tail, true. An anaconda would be cool too, but there's not as many morphs for anacondas. I think there's only like albino you can get a anaconda in. Retics for some reason have a lot more color variants of them. They're like ball pythons. Ball pythons are another one where you can get a ton of different looking ball pythons. I don't know what that is. Or I may know what that is, and I just can't read the word. This is the actual problem. We have all of the crowd control. We have a Vopin, I'm on Hildren. And then we have a Kalerva, which, I mean, he's not helping, but I think we have plenty of crowd control without it. Oh wait, no, I know what the word is now. A skunk. Is it? It's not like a skunk tail. It doesn't have the white line. It's got to have the white line to be a skunk tail. The white line is the important part. Now this is a floofy cattail. Oh, but the shape, yeah, the shape is pretty similar. Apparently skunks can make pretty good pets. I feel like there's a lot of animals that make good pets. It just takes different care depending on what the animal is. And different experience levels depending on what the pet is. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Well, this was two easy Archimedes this week. I got to play Hildren for both of them. No, no, no. This is not a thing. I do not like that. The pet is called Yuki. What does that even mean? I watched that animated show whenever I was a kid. I wasn't big into the card game itself, but I liked the show. I didn't realize till like a while ago, Yu-Gi-Oh was apparently like really popular of a card game. There's like a lot of tournaments for it and stuff. Yeah, I like Pokemon more as well.
Here, but Mr. Lloyd wants to be somewhere else. Where I am.
Yeah, no, it still is. But I just learned a little bit ago that it was actually really popular. I didn't know until like last year how popular it is. But it's actually like a really popular like competitive scene. It's really fast? Ah, okay. I've never looked too much into it. Like the matches are fast? Like they don't last very long?
I was thinking.
Okay, let's do some Netro
Hey,
cells.
how long someone has to live to get it? Let's crack that thing.
A lot of games are like 3 or 4 turns. That's actually crazy that they're that short. Is that the as I don't know what that word is. God, I hate dyslexia.
Ready? To leave the anchor hold. Access.
I've never been big into any of the card games. Okay. Thank you for joining in, Kirby. I hope you have a good night. Oh no, it was the other word. Wait. Or no, I know what MTG is. Or MT, yeah. I know what Magic is. I've actually watched a little bit of Magic competitive. I've never played it personally, but I have watched some games of it. There was a guy that put out like interesting videos on like different metas and stuff. It seems like an interesting game. Where's this thing at? It came back here. There it is. I did play a little bit of Hearthstone, but I played it for the, it had like a roguelike mode come out a while ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, a while ago. And that was kind of fun. But I would not have, I didn't want to play, I didn't want to have to pay to play, so I did not play the normal. I was not about to buy cards for a digital card game. So I never played actual Hearthstone. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's boring right now. What makes it boring? Rest in peace, competitive. Legends of Runeterra. Yeah. I didn't see that game really going anywhere. Riot likes to make games that are like subpar versions of other games. And when you're like, they're still decent games, they're just never amazing. And when you're like, when you're the subpar version of Hearthstone and Hearthstone's not doing that good, that's not a good place to be.
Right door, wrong key glyph. Try a different one.
Riot never makes better versions of other games.
Threats are triggering a security
I think that's the
override.
biggest issue.
Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
The only thing that was like could technically be considered better was League, but it's probably just like on par with Dota. I don't really know. I've never played Dota. But I would say Dota and League are the closest together that anything Riot's ever made. In before 2XKO blowing up. I don't know what that is. It's also like the one game they made, Valorant. Valorant is just a worse Counter-Strike. It's less popular. I've heard it's more of a game, a dating sim than it is an actual game. Tier 1 at the given time, so you'll see the tournaments out there. And 7 of them are basically the same deck. That's unfortunate. Oh no. Was that a Riot creation?
Let's rumble.
It just got a new fighter. The 2XKO was born.
Keep thinning them out.
I'm gonna look that up because I actually don't know what that game is.
Weapons out, ladies.
Let's go see what that is. Oh, it's a fighting game. Oh, I see. It's a League of Legends. I see Ari is immediately the first thing you see. I feel like try to get into like the fighting game stuff is gonna be real difficult. I don't know if Riot knows enough about fighting games to be able to do that. Fighting game players are built different. They're like an entire different species of like gamer. This is great. If you had to choose a character to put in the front, it would be Ari. Or Ari. Oh, Riot's not the one that's making it. Okay. But that does give it more of a chance. Is it actually out right now? I noticed whenever I was searching it, one of the first results that came up was release date, so I don't know if it's out yet. It's free to play? Okay. That'll definitely help it, being free to play. Unless they do the weird Riot free to play where like you own like 2 characters and have to unlock all the other ones.
Albrecht didn't want anyone in here. I want to know why.
Because that could hurt the game a lot. especially in a fighting game.
Not what I was
Okay,
hoping for.
that is good at
but
least.
That could still come in handy.
That is the best way they could do it. Because it feels like in a fighting game, locking characters behind like a grind slash premium currency, that would be a really bad decision for a fighting game. Yeah. That is definitely a good decision to have all those unlocked immediately.
Another job well executed.
Street Fighter does? I actually didn't know that. Hey, a red shard from Archimedia, that's nice. Or not Archimedia, whatever the thing I just did over there. Okay, how much time do we have left? It is already 9. Let's see. I want to try to fit in a Descendia. Actually, let's look at the calendar real fast. Yeah, Netrocell, that's what it is. Sure, I'll take one of those. Mod drop chance, that's nice. Red is there. Ooh, an Exilus adapter, that's nice. Another Exilus adapter? And the form, okay, yeah. I'll definitely be doing this later in the week. And then, I need to look what Descendia has again. It's not new thing, but again, it's not gonna be fun time grind characters after doing, yeah. How do you unlock the characters in Street Fighter? I've never played a Street Fighter. Man, an Omniforma? Maybe we'll save this all for, maybe we'll save this all for Tuesday. We'll get the rest of the weeklies done Tuesday, and then, farm some more of the one thing, and then Wednesday we can grab like a Tenet Lich. And I get my last Tenet weapon from the sisters. From bosses and locked behind arcade modes. Okay, so it's not really like a grind. It's like play the story mode and do our arcade mode. Others are really stupid. That's unfortunate. That seems so weird to do that in a fighting game, locking characters behind stuff. Especially like having like your main from all like, because I imagine a lot of the characters in Street Fighter games, they play very similar from previous Street Fighter games. And so people probably a lot of the time have like a character that they've been playing for multiple games in a row. Is this how I imagine it works? I don't actually know. I want to check this real fast. Can I buy anything else for the Naru? Yes. We're slowly getting there. We're almost done with the Naru. Look at it. It's like another couple million and I'll be there. Let's see, that's... Yeah, it's like... No, it might be like closer to like 3 mil. And then I'll have all the focus goals maxed out. Which I've never had before. I've never been at that point where I've had all the focus goals maxed. Others are... yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to end stream for today. Tuesday, I'll be doing the calendar and Descendia. And then We'll probably, unfortunately, be farming some more nightmare missions and probably doing a little bit of Foley quests. And then Wednesday, I'm probably gonna grab a sister because I want to get my last weapon from the sisters. And then I'll own all those, and then we'll have to start working on the Kuva liches. But yeah, that will be the plan. And then maybe I'll try to leech on Tuesday. Fair enough. And then Friday, I might play some eugenics or maybe some deadlock. I don't know. I think I might try one of those games Friday. Now, if I were to stream eugenics for the people that are here, would you rather watch me start a new save or play on the save I've currently been playing on? Out of curiosity. If you guys were gonna tune into that. I'm also tempted to play Deadlock. Because I've been wanting to get in more Deadlock. Do a challenge run? Yeah, maybe. That's a good idea. Down for whatever? Okay, that sounds good. Alright, though. Well, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will see you all Tuesday. I hope you have a good rest of your night.